address, social security.
Bro, hey, listen, pull up, bro.
No, Seven. It's a meme I made. I make memes also.
Oh, okay.
All right, so hold on, let me blow this up. So for those of you who can't see it well, because it is still kind of small, it's the meme. So it's a picture and it's a post, and it says, in the same lifetime, he watched his father pick cotton, but also got to see his granddaughter star in a multi-million-dollar Disney film as the lead. Now, Jeremy put in the context, he said this man was born over 100 years after slavery ended in the U.S. The only reason to bring up his occupation is to make it seem as though he was a slave and evoke some kind of emotional response. That isn't necessary. If his dad picked cotton, he got paid for it. No need to make this seem like a bigger moment than it is. He's not the first. She's not the first black female lead in a movie, and it's not even a good one. Make an original movie with a black female lead and stop bringing the idea of slavery into the discussion in order to add clout to your shitty remake.
Fuck.
Bro.
She's the Little Mermaid.
Man, I'm not even going to see that movie. Like, I'm not going to lie. I don't like that. It's insulting. It's really insulting to me that they're just like, hey, we'll just replace the white face with this one. And then they're like, and we'll replace the...
You got to hide your on the screen right now. It's showing your Facebook.
Oh, I mean, y'all can see my Facebook. I don't care. Pull up, dude. Like, bring all your friends too. Hey, look, if y'all gonna do it, bring a bunch of people. I want to have some fun before I go out, bro. And I'm not going by myself. So, but no, I have my link tree and stuff on my page, so people can get at me on Facebook if they want to. I don't care. I mean, I'm not saying egregious stuff. In my opinion, I don't know. Like, I'll stand on any of these opinions in public. Like, I don't care. Like,
as do I. Everybody 100%. Knows how I feel,
and everybody knows how I lead when people get like butthurt in public. I'm like, look, I respect you as a human, but man to man, there are certain things that you might say in the next 5 seconds that you can't take back. I choose your words wisely.
Yeah, I get right to a physical confrontation.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like you.
I probably have a very low IQ because I immediately think of violence because I have like I was telling my good friend, he's more of like a peaceful type of, hey, let's try to talk this out, And I explained to him, if we're in an alley and you're about to get mugged and the guy pulls out a knife, what do? He's like, I fucking put my hands up and tell him to take what he wants, like most people would do. And I'm like, well, he's going to stab you and kill you, though. You don't want to go out with a fight. Like, most Americans don't like to fight. We don't. We're scared. We just want to grow old and die.
Well, it's by design, though. Like, that's the issue. It's like
they've tamed us.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
some of us.
And well, I mean, the thing is, though, it's like gotten so bad now that, like Mike said, like we're goddamn Americans. I'm so tired of this black white bullshit. 100%, 100%. But like people are starting to realize that because of how bad things are getting.
Yeah,
like that's the issue. Is like they've pushed this so far that now you've got all kinds of people. Like when I'm over on Black Man Unfiltered, like we have this conversation all the time, and I'll get on panels and dudes will talk about like what white people do, and I'm like, you don't even know any white people, and I can tell by the shit you're saying. Like this is the I was like, have you seen white people?
When Chaotic first started his channel, we were doing a show and we were talking shit behind the scenes, and his first original show it wasn't Chaotic. It wasn't called Chaotic Truth Live, but we did a show called Shit White People Do and Shit Black People Do, and it was the funniest. It was like the funniest stuff,
bro. That'd be hilarious.
Crazy shit, man. But it's true, it's different nationalities. We do different things. Things black people do. They keep their dogs outside. It's true. I don't know why. It just happens.
Dude,
that's how I grew up.
No. You know what's crazy? Things black people do? They got a specific date the air conditioning comes on.
What's that?
We got a specific day the air conditioning comes on. I don't participate in that. I use my 30% white. I fucking take that air conditioning. That motherfucker's on all the time whenever I need it. But like my grandmother and my stepdad, it's
September 1st.
No, June 1st. June 1st is the day the AC comes on. And like, I shit you not, my stepdad, God bless this man. I've gone over to that house because you know how it gets hot where I'm at.
Yeah, it's hot.
during randomly. Like we get that Midwest, we got like the
Yeah,
plains.
I hit 87 degrees today. I was ready to die.
Dude. We've had springs where it got up into the 90s, and this man would sit in this house with the windows open in his reclining chair that was also fucking hot, with his feet up, watching TV with a fan blowing on him, sweating.
Yeah, just hot.
Sweating. Like, and I walk in, I'm like, you don't want to turn the air on? He's like, it's not time yet. I'm like, bro, I fucking hate you. Like, I hate you so much.
Dude, that's one thing. Like growing up, because you know where I grew up, right?
Yep.
So going into everybody's house, like immediately
110 degrees.
Dude, 110 degrees, and you can smell the cocoa butter fucking dripping off of everybody.
Yep.
It's hot, sweaty.
Yeah.
Right.
It's how it is.
And you never forget that shit. And I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, that's the one thing where I was like, I'm never gonna do that to my family. I'm like, the air conditioning will be on. The first, it just monitors itself. It's more energy efficient. Like, you're not even saving money. You're just
growing up. I didn't have growing up. I didn't have an air conditioner. I remember I had one friend in the neighborhood that had one. And you would think that he was throwing a party every day. There'd be randomly just like 5-10 people just in his house hanging out, getting that AC, then going home, being all pissed off and shit. Fucking
finding reasons to go into his house.
ACs were expensive back then. I don't even remember. Now that I think about it, I don't remember too many of my friends having an AC.
I remember a couple had those window units. I don't remember.
That ain't the same. You're talking about the window fan with the double fucking fan in it?
No, like the actual window air conditioners that would like drip water and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The AC. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, that's if you have like a small room, that shit bangs, bro.
Yeah, in a room or even in like a
use it for your whole house.
Oh, yeah, you got to. In the hood, you got to use one for your whole house.
Oh my god. No.
And they didn't ever turn the heat on, but after they cooked, they'd always leave the oven open so it would heat the house.
Oh man, the wintertime oven open. Just getting everybody nice and lightheaded and dizzy and shit. You just randomly fall asleep. You don't know what's going on. You're just asleep at like 4 p.m.
But yeah, I mean, I remember, bro.
Those are the
you ain't right, bro. Though. And sometimes grandma doesn't wake up. Like, goddamn.
Oh shit! Wait, you killed the grandma? What happened?
Hey, bro. Like sometimes you got to come over there because you got that. That's the other thing. Motherfuckers do not. Black people don't have CO2 alarms, bro. Like, that's another one. Like we don't fuck with it, bro. It's like if he dies, he dies. Like,
Did anybody back then? I don't think anybody.
No,
I don't now.
My great grandmother for sure had the fire department.
I should have them, but I don't. I'm a piece of shit.
Oh, actually, I'm a piece of shit too. I'm gonna go get one from Home Depot tomorrow.
You know what's funny?
Now I feel bad.
We got all the dogs.
I got a great.
Make sure we
go ahead, Casey.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I got a quick story. So my neighbor's house was like on fire, right? And so my neighbor's house was on fire, and for some reason, I'm like 100 yards away from my neighbor, right?
Right.
And for some reason, the fire department started banging on the door. I was like, hey, you gotta get. This is 4 a.m. My son's fucking 3 years old, 4 years old. I'm like, why are you knocking at my door? This is 4 a.m. I'm crazy. I just woke up. I don't know what's going on. I'm in my boxers. And he's like, your neighbor's house is on fire. You might want to step out. I'm like, it's 100 yards away. Why are you open? And it's just like the world we live in today is like, what was wrong with this fire? This whoever the fuck he was to think 100 yards away, the fire wasn't even bad. I couldn't see fire. I don't know. I guess I got PTSD from it. He fucked me up good.
Bro, I mean, on the off chance that the fire formulated itself into a human with legs and walked over to your house to start some shit, dude.
I never understood that. I never figured that one out. I just slammed my door and told him to get away from my house.
They want everyone to be afraid of literally everything.
Yeah. Yes. That's it.
And struggle averse. Like everybody.
You gotta get out. What did you want? You want a 4-year-old kid to wake up at 4 a.m. for no reason? Cocksucker.
To be afraid with you. Like,
I should have killed him. I should have shot him to death.
for being on your porch.
Fucking threw like a fucking needle in his hand. Said he was fucking on drugs.
Trying to tweak you out, dude. Like,
I've been thinking about. I shouldn't say this online. I've been thinking about just going. You know, where does the line get drawn when you have to protect yourself and kill the person? Like, if,
I mean,
like,
honestly, I always tell people, like, whenever it's any of the kids that I'm into, I'm like, don't get into fights, like, period.
Because in New
And
York,
then only
if you kill someone.
well, it's not just that. It's not just that. Like, I got a buddy who's doing time right now that's from New York, but he like had an issue with somebody, approached the dude, they had words, he one hit or quitted him, he fell down, hit his head on the curb, was in a coma for 6 months, attempted murder charge. So I always tell people, I'm like, if you have to put your hands on someone,
did he kill him?
And this is, dude, if I gotta put my paws on you, bro, I'm trying to get my money's worth. Because the other thing is, like, the people that I grew up with, like, I know people who got into fights and then got outside and got shot. Like, so I'm gonna assume that if this doesn't go your way, that's gonna be a more lethal problem after we part ways.
Yeah.
After we leave, because you're not gonna be able to take what just happened to you
a month from now. You know what I mean?
Not even a month. Like, right outside. Like, I'm not getting shot going to my car. Like, I'm at least breaking your index fingers, both of them, because I don't know which hand you shoot with. Like,
I'm a big fan of like breaking arms and limbs, though. So I hear you on that.
What's going on, Georgia?
If you're serious with that, I hear you about that.
Yeah, and cybertoxins in the house. What's going on, brother? How we doing? How we doing? But yeah, no, I don't believe in just willy-nilly putting hands on people. I think that just because anything could happen, and so you could be walking into a situation. Like, I would rather, if I have an altercation, I'd rather de-escalate the situation and have a beer with the person and talk about it. Yeah, 100%. Because I'm going to give you every option so I can be like, look, I tried to buy this dude a beer and then he put his hands on me and I thought he was killing me. That's literally what's going to happen. You're going to have exercised at least 3 or 4 de-escalation tactics. So that way, if you put your hands on me, I'm going to be like, he hit me first. And after I tried 3 different ways to de-escalate the situation, I assume this person's unhinged and trying to kill me.
What? So Natasha said, wind carries heat, fire. No, they may have protocols. No, there's no reason for him to knock at my door. It was 100 yards away. I'd rather die.
A strong gust.
I'd rather just
I'll go down with this ship.
Yeah, I'd rather
just let me go.
I go for the instant choke, like during a face-to-face argument. If I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? I try to go, okay, all right. And then next thing I know, I'm trying to strangle them because I think that's easier. No, seriously though, if you're like in a, most men, I don't drink anymore like I used to, but at the bar, they're in your face, they're in your face. Hey man, you just bumped me. I instantly go for the choke with both hands around their throat.
See, that's so easily defensed, though. My favorite have always been the headbutt.
Bro, if you're drunk at a bar and somebody starts choking you with both hands, bro, you are like literally. If you don't know how to fight, you gonna find out real quick. But 7-7, what if you go for the double hand choke and he just makes eye contact with you and goes, "Hiya,
hiya."
Oh, he gets turned on. Well, then I walk away. I leave.
Fucking hits you with a daddy. Like, oh shit, I don't want this.
No way.
Starts pulling his pants down on you.
Whoa. Okay, I'm out of here.
No, bro. My go-to move was always the headbutt to the nose.
Ooh.
If we're close, if we're close enough, and you're sitting there trying to like talk, and you're fucking got spittle coming out because you're so hyped up. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking pop you.
I never let it get that far. Once I feel like there's a threat, I always used to go, even as a kid when I was like 12, 13, there's just always been something in me that wants to choke. I don't know what that's all about. I should probably go sit on a couch and talk about it. I don't know.
No, that's an East Coast thing, dude. Everybody I know from the East Coast. Dude, everyone I know.
Choking people.
For real. Everyone I know growing up who came from the East Coast, that was their first go-to, and it was 2-hand choke. Every time.
Did you guys like learn that in middle school? Be like, okay, today, kids, we're gonna start off with the 2-hand choke.
So there's the rear choke. It's called like. Yep. Growing up, we used to call it the dope fiend, which is when they would just choke you with one hand and put your other arm up in the air. It was called the dope fiend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
I assume it was made after, choking a dope fiend out or something. That's why they called it a dope fiend.
No, dude, it's because that arm is up there like that, so they're like looking like a dope fiend with their arm up.
I don't know. It used you used to hear like, yeah, put him in the dope fiend, and next thing you know, somebody's just getting fucking choked next to you. You're like, all right, I gotta get out of this neighborhood eventually.
I don't want to live here anymore.
Hey,
like, Puerto Ricans, 2 blocks down, they choking funny down there, man. They don't even
Puerto
use
Ricans are big chokers too.
Oh yeah,
Jesus,
yeah, 2-hand chokers for sure.
Yeah, and sometimes they'll both be chokers, and like the beginning of the fight.
That's amazing to see two people choking each other at the same time. That's classic.
Then it's a competition of hand and grip strength.